Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drop-In Morning Show with the Teach Better team, where we are live every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. It is Monday, January 10th. We made a massive announcement for those of you who have already checked your emails this morning, those overachievers that are out there before 7 a.m. Eastern, checking their email. And we have a brand new theme this week. So holy moly, it's going to be a full show, but what else would you expect on a Monday morning? So please go fill up your coffee, get ready for the day, and we'll be right Morning, everyone. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm good. It's an exciting day.
Oh, it's an exciting day for sure, but I did feel like we both needed a lot of coffee this morning. When I saw that announcement was officially going out, I'm like, all right, today we got to be like up and on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll need more on February 26th, but yes,
Yeah. So tell me about what the announcement was, because maybe people haven't checked their email at 7 a.m. Eastern.
So I was sitting there going, like, how long are we going to go before we actually say what the announcement was? So if you didn't get Ray's email this morning from her and the team, we did announce we announced the date of our next 12-hour live event. So I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure out why you keep putting in 12 instead of 24, but we'll get to that later.
It's only 12.
So Saturday, February 26th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, we will be live for 12 hours straight, 12 hours of free professional learning. We got all kinds of guests, a lot of new faces.
I don't know if you saw. I see Katie Miglin's actually watching live. So in advance, sorry, Katie, if you haven't checked your email. We released a few topics and people's names in the email. So if you guys are interested, the agenda is not out for that full 12-hour programming, but we did give some special shout outs.
Who did we mention in there?
Oh, let me pull it up. I got you. Also, what I did
I should have read the email.
Well, not to brag about how great the email was, but what I did like about the email is that we included the people and their social media. So you guys can this moment, get started growing your PLN, and make sure you're following these people on Twitter and Instagram, which is kind of
It looks like Brad actually read the email. That's good.
Brad, nice job, friend. Thank
Eric,
you.
Good to see you, brother. Adam, always good to see you, brother.
Yeah, so fun. Hey, okay, so in this announcement, we did release officially February 26th, obviously, is when we're going to be live for 12 hours, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. I gave you 4 or 5 different topics. First one is restorative practice refresh ideas with Zachary Scott Robbins, which a lot of our network, I don't know if they've been exposed to Zachary's work yet.
Well, that was like kind of a new thing. I love when we can have an event like this and we bring in some faces that folks in our network and our family may not have interacted with before. Like that's, I think, my favorite part.
Well, and not only am I excited to see, obviously, Zachary Scott Robbins, share all of his ideas. And if you guys don't know him, definitely use the link in the email or just Google his name. There's a lot out there. But his focus professionally is giving strategies for restorative practices. And we all know that restorative practice is an important concept, but it's January. We're kind of out of all the ideas that we had to try and make students successful. Like we've been trying them all semester long, and I'm excited that he's going to come and refresh our toolbox, which is really powerful.
That's cool. That's going to be good. It's going to be good.
The other one on here, the second one I listed was sub shortage ideas. We are going to talk about the elephant in the room.
Ooh, that's a topic.
Yes, and we're doing that with an administrator. So I really like that we're not only going to talk about the struggles, obviously, teachers are having covering classes left and right, but also the fact that Jamie Flower White might have some ideas for us.
Oh, it's Jamie on that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That has been such a, as you can imagine, a continuing common theme in our Tuesday administrator masterminds, because it's tough. So that's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to that.
Another one I listed on here was essential steps for supporting trauma with Dr. Sheldon Eakins, which we have had on 12 Hour before, but it's been a long time. And holy cow, do we have a lot more trauma that we can discuss in our students and our teachers' lives.
And Sheldon, Dr. Eakins he's been on 12 Hour a couple times, but it's been a while. Like we haven't had him live for a long time, so that's exciting. You know what else is exciting, Ray?
What?
Holly Stewart's here. But go on with the email.
Nice. And then last one I listed, which guys, don't forget, this is 12 hours of programming. Some of our segments are 30 minutes. Some of them are an hour. So listing these 4 is exciting, but there's a whole slew of content that you haven't yet been exposed to. We're so excited for that agenda to be out. But this one here says balancing expectations and learning gaps. And this is with Alexa Perkins. I've been following Alexa on Instagram for ages. I cannot believe she said yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Can I share with everyone that I just noticed in my other tab that I had a ping, which is our internal message, and I'm like, who's pinging me right now? So I click on it. It's Ray making sure I was awake this morning.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for completely changing the topic. I was just checking.
I apologize. I know I just completely threw us off. I thought that was if you don't think she looks out for me, she does.
I mean, more so I didn't want to be live by myself.
So Dave is in here on the road. He's really cold in Illinois, and he's saying what we're all thinking, which is, man, we wish this was like tomorrow that we could do this 12-hour live thing. Although that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because Dave is in the school all day tomorrow, I think, too. But like, so okay. So I'm sitting here, and I know I'm not the only one because Dave just kind of alluded to, but everyone's feeling this is like February 26th is a long ways away. Like, are we gonna pepper in? Are we announced? Like, when's the rest of it coming? Like, when can am I going to get a little something more to hold me? Like,
yes. So today's announcement is so that all of you, and if you haven't done so already, feel free to do it as we are speaking right this moment, but on a different device. You don't have to go away from our show. We want you to add it to your calendar. February 26th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 12-hour live. From now until that date, there is going to be a lot that we're doing. And there's actually a few different things that you're going to be exposed to. You're not only going to be exposed to the guests that we're having on for this 12 hours of professional development, we're also going to share the topics with you that will be coming soon. You'll get a full agenda, and it'll even include our sponsors. So you literally will have an image that will have hour by hour or half an hour by half an hour of all of the programming we'll be having. And then to be honest, Jeff, I would really like over the next month to have some discussion around how to watch 12-hour live. I mean, 12-hour live is 12 hours of programming. Nobody's actually going to sit down at their TV, grab their bowl of popcorn, and get ready to watch all 12 hours. Yeah. And between the giveaways and the sponsors and the really, really great discussions, we want to make sure you get the best experience possible. So that will actually be coming as well.
So how do we take the most advantage of this opportunity in 12 hours? Now, I disagree. I think you should be sitting there in front of your screen for the entire 12 hours listening, and watching. But that's me. I also wanted us to do 24 hours, so that shows where I'm at and what I should do.
If you guys want more than 12 hours, go watch the replays of the other 12 hours we've done.
I was going to say, I think we've said it a couple of times. That's what Alex does. Alex Valensic just watches it twice, 24 hours.
I was just with him on Saturday, actually.
I saw that. Where were you at? What was going on? Like, jealous,
yeah, legitimately.
Lots of jealousy.
I had a bunch of ambassadors, Carly Spina and Alex, messaged this big group that was, people that they knew were in kind of that Illinois area and said, hey, we're getting together Saturday night at, as safely as possible with COVID. We'd love to have you stop by. And when I saw the message, how it previews like 2 lines, so you can read what they're saying, you can read the whole message. So I was actually opening it up to respond saying, there's no way I can come. I have planned Saturday night because my sister is still in town and we were getting together. And I'm reading, and they got together in Glenview, which is legitimately where my plans were on Saturday night because that's where I grew up, Glenview, Illinois. It's a north suburb. So I was like, oh my gosh, not only are you getting together, but you're getting together 3 blocks from where my plans are an hour later. So I was so excited.
So did you just swing in on your way to go see your sister? Is that what you did? That works out nice.
Yeah, we had plans at 6:00 and they met, around 5:00. So it was like perfect timing.
I didn't get that message at all.
Well, you're in Ohio, Jeff.
I stand by my last sentence.
You're in Ohio, but it was really fun. So Jackie was there, and it was a great to be able to see people in real life. And to be honest, friends, if you haven't seen Alex Valencic's post, that I think he posts on a lot of platforms, but specifically Facebook, he did a little bit of a reflection of what it's like to kind of see some Teach Better friends in real life and fostering relationships virtually. And it really was spot on. I felt the same way that he did. So it was really nice to be able to see friends in real life, but you didn't even miss a beat because we engage with these people all the time virtually every day.
That's fun.
So fun.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. How was your weekend? That was my Saturday, but how was your weekend?
My weekend got a lot better because my family came out of quarantine. So some people knew that my wife and both my kids tested positive last week. They're all fine. Symptoms weren't there, but we were trying to take the steps that we were supposed to because I was negative. So we isolated them in a part of the house, and so spent too many days away. When I let them out, it sounds like I had them in a dungeon. When we let them out, when we decided, when we were safe, we went out. That was it was good because Jacqueline hugged me and told me that she was never letting go. I was going to go to school with her and sit at her desk and eat lunch with her and go to recess, and everything was fine. And I told her that was good. So now that wore off, because kids, but it was good. So I got to, just be with them for the second half of the weekend. So made it very good. And the Browns won. I mean, they played like pretty much the third string. It doesn't really matter, but they won, and that's always fun. So, it's a good weekend. It was a good time. Jeffrey Prickett's here. Dr. Prickett's here. Like,
hey, Jeff.
Wow.
I will say, we got a few hearts when you said that you got a hug from Jacqueline. I think that's a good little like Monday pick me up to know that you were able to get a good Jacqueline hug.
Yes, Jonathan was just like whatever, because he's like a 15-year-old trapped in a 10-year-old's body. So
yeah, that happens.
But it was good. It was a quiet weekend, but a good weekend.
And then you woke up to this big 12-hour live announcement. I mean, geez, you must be on cloud 9, friend.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh, we're announcing stuff today. This is awesome." Because like I knew it, but then I had the weekend, and then you wake up and you get to get excited too. I don't know if everyone realized that. Like, I know we get excited, and it's our job to be excited, but like we legitimately get excited when we get to announce things, and like when we see things going on, like. We're super excited. We're possibly more excited than anyone else. Like,
I think I'm more excited than anyone else.
Well, there's so much I mean, there's so much that you do to get us all ready for all this stuff that like it's the coming to fruition and seeing all your work start to come together, like start to publicly pay off. It's exciting.
I will tell you, the person that actually feels that to the highest extent is Katie Miglin. Because for those who have been following the team for a while, Katie Miglin, shout out to Katie. Literally her job on the team is to plan 12-hour live, and she's instrumental and the lead of our conference. So like event planning. So I am so excited for Katie to be able to have that celebration on her end for this 12-hour live. And can I just give a shout out? She is in the midst of organizing this massive 12 hours of professional development with guests every single segment, topics, there's giveaways, there's sponsors, all coming to fruition February 26th. And yet she is still also planning the Teach Better conference, which is later in October this year. Yes.
I really enjoy meeting with her. We get to meet with her weekly. Well, we meet with her more than weekly sometimes, but weekly about that. Like she has this, I don't know how it works, but in our meeting, she like flips a switch and it's like, okay, now we're this hat, that hat. And she's organizing all of it. It's really nice. It's 12-hour lives are like, it's different because it's virtual. It's, just a different type of event, but like you get some of that conference feeling. Like you get that, like that, just the family together, the excited. Can we do it earlier?
Then February.
It's like the end of next month.
I know. But here's what I like about it. It is really a conference feel, but it is designed that way. I think that's kind of a missing piece.
That's a good point.
Sometimes. It's a missing piece sometimes for some of the programming we do is we don't always explain like we should. We know we do this for our students. We don't always explain the why behind what we do. And the reality is we love 12-hour live. We've done it a number of different times already. We're continuously doing it again because we love bringing people together. We love the memories that come from it. One of my favorite memories over the last few years has been the Green Hearts, and the Green Hearts came from 12 Hour Live. I mean,
Mhm.
there's memorable, moments that we get to have with our family and friends, and we get to actually talk shop and, become better at the work that we do, at our spaces that we're most passionate about, because we're bringing in people to grow our professional learning network and have those conversations that are relatively tough all together. And it totally doesn't fill all the voids that a conference does when you're able to see people and hug them and have that physical interaction. But geez, it does check a lot of boxes.
It can certainly tide you over for a while as we continue to get through all this and get to October.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hey, and the giveaways, dude, the giveaways,
so I was trying not. I wasn't saying much because like I can't remember. I'm like, did she say about the giveaways in the email? But like, there's a lot of giveaways like for the 12 hour. There's a lot of cool stuff you can win. Like
So if they're planning their day, it's like, okay, so February 26th, I know that a big chunk of my day is going to be engaging with my Teach Better family.
yeah. You
They
can skip
know
the
that
first
they're
half
gonna,
hour. It's
what?
just you and me. The first half hour they can skip, right?
No, we're
Okay,
gonna
I'm
set
sorry.
up
Go ahead.
the
Go
day.
back to what you were saying. So you're planning your day. Jeff doesn't
Planning
interrupt this time.
planning your day, you're ready for 12 hours of learning. You're probably going to go through the agenda and pick like either specific
Sure.
topics or specific people that you want to tune in for. Maybe there'll be a few topics that you feel like you're an expert about, or maybe you have a little bit of a conflict, so you're just listening to it versus like fully immersed in the experience, right? You can put in an AirPod and set your phone, a little, and put in your pocket and just listen to the experience. Or, you can have it on your big screen and be fully engaged in the programming. But the giveaways, I'm so excited because we're actually giving away stuff live. But like last time, we're doing also that Google form that you'll be able to submit for specific giveaways. So there's a lot of ways to engage in all this learning.
So let's pretend that I don't remember last time.
Oh,
and how we did that. I really love that we did that. That was different. I think last time was the first time we did that with the giveaways. So tell me about that more. Like you said form, like what does that I don't understand. Like what does that mean? Like do I have to watch?
Yeah,
Do I have to listen? How do I win that stuff?
So
Are we
I'll
allowed
get
to talk
it.
about that today?
Well, I wasn't going to plan on talking about all of this, but I will say, as you guys know, and I hope you feel this, and if you don't, we really do hope you reach out and let us know, because the Teach Better team, while we love the work we do, everything we do is fueled by all of you, and it really is purposely done that way. And feedback that we had gotten, I think we had done 12 Hour Live 3 times before we got this feedback from Neil Gupta, was the person that I was talking to, but
Neil.
I'm sure many of you have said it before, that you love 12 Hour Live, you love engaging with all the guests, adding new people to your PLN, having these strategies that you could take away and implement in your job, later that week. But sometimes the giveaways were hard because we were doing it in the moment. So if you did like have your AirPod in with your phone in your pocket, it took a few seconds. It was hard to win because you were stepping away from your device, or you were kind of listening in the background. It was hard to win some of these really big giveaways. And so we wanted to find a balance of, hey, if you're just consuming, but in a more casual setting versus being at your computer, hands on the keyboard, ready to win by, entering the fastest in the comments, can we accommodate for you? And that really came to, we have a website that we'll be giving you the link to during the show live. And at any point during the show, you'll be able to pop in, enter your information, and then truly like choose what giveaways you want to sign up for, and hopefully you win. Kind of exciting.
Yeah, I think that was a huge piece, and actually, Holly said that was a huge bonus. And I think because you're talking about like having an AirPod, and like people, we know there's people who have told us and shared with us that they've kind of taken us on the road with them, whether grocery shopping or doing laundry, making dinner, cleaning, and you can't get to your phone sometimes, right? You can't get back to it or whatever. So that was a big one. I think that's a great sort of tweak. I'll say a tweak that we did last time. So that's back, which is great. And there are a lot of giveaways this time.
So really I will say, if you are preparing right now, there's probably 2 things that I'd like you to keep an eye out for. Maybe 3 things. One is you need to put the date on your calendar. No questions about it. You need to do that today before your students walk in the door. Make sure that's also on your friend's calendar who maybe didn't tune in Daily Drop In yet because they had a busy morning. So go pick them up a coffee and make sure that they have February 26th on their calendar. That's so important. The other is you're going to want to keep an eye out for the agenda. The agenda is coming out within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for that agenda. That will be an image that you can literally like save on your phone or save on your computer. So you can see that hour by hour, half an hour by half an hour programming. And then the last thing, Jeff, and I know that you and I stress about this every time. I'm getting anxiety knowing we're about to talk about it. But there is, for 12-hour programming, a switch in the feed at some point in the agenda. And at some point in the agenda, we're going to go from one specific like feed where we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're going to stop it and move to the next one. Jeff, I'm going to have you talk about that in a second. And whenever that time happens, please pay attention to that in the agenda because that's really important. We don't want to lose you being able to learn from all these incredible educators because we switch the live link. So tell us about that, Jeff.
Well, the issue is that Facebook,
I
believe Twitter as well, and possibly, well, YouTube's different. Facebook and Twitter, I think, both have a specific cutoff. I think it's at 8 hours. And YouTube's got a cutoff too. I think it might be at 10. So in order to avoid it just being cut off, we cut it usually a little more than 50% of the way through. It's about halfway, maybe a little more halfway through. We'll kind of try to figure out the best time to do it, but typically just after, maybe 12, 1 o'clock Eastern time, we'll cut. Don't worry. We'll talk about it a lot on the stream and make sure you know. What that is just, it'll just stop. And all you really need to do, honestly, if you're watching on the YouTube channel or Twitter, like if you refresh and come back to the profile, the new link, we're up really quick. And we'll be sharing it out. We actually email it out and stuff too. So the key to that one is when we do that, when you find it, for you to then share it out to everyone to make sure if anybody else is struggling to find it, they can get there so we can get back. And it's always gone really well. It's always gone really well. Like this crew they know what they're doing. So
yeah, I will say I just so happened to have the schedule up because I was working on stuff last
night. Do you know when that switch is happening?
I will tell you that switch is looking like it's probably happening. And I'm telling you, the agenda is not final. So if this changes, I don't want to hear from you that you guys like put it in your calendar and I'm
say it then.
It looks like it's 3 p.m. Eastern. So 2
3,
p.m.
okay.
Central. It looks like that switch will happen. So you get all this programming, again, 12 hours of just like hangout, professional development. Topics are going to be insane. Guests will be insane.
2 o'clock we switch.
And you're going to have to make the switch around.
So 1:59 we'll switch, and at 2 o'clock we'll be back live.
No, wait. You're saying it in Central Time Zone right now? Because it's 3 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, I was saying it in Central Time for you.
You never say things in Central Time. I would love to Central Time.
I just thought I'd be nice. It wasn't me accidentally saying the wrong time. It was me saying it in Central Time for you.
Just
saying. Respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Anyway, no. So that's what. Don't worry. Like we explain it all while we're live. It's we're good. It's all.
Can I just tell you, in my mind, 3 o'clock Eastern sounds like, oh my gosh, almost the end of the day. Like that's such an exciting time. We will then still be live until 8 p.m. Like that is so long. Why do we do this?
Yeah, that's
terrible. Terrible idea.
We still have 5 hours after that.
Ugh. Well, guys, think about all that you can do in 5 hours.
That's a great way to sell that. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I didn't come up with 12-hour live. This was a stupid Jeff Gargas idea that occurred one time.
If you would have went there with my original idea, we would have probably never done it again. So you wouldn't have to do it.
This is the problem. And all of our educators know this. Like you have an idea, and if you just let it happen, then you'll do it once, it'll probably never happen again. But we are all like, no, we want to do it to the best way possible. Let's do it. And then it turns into like a thing.
Yeah, it turned into a thing for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Katie Miglin for all the work she's doing on that. Katie, we promise we won't share any more details we weren't supposed to share.
So I agree that this has all been very good news, but what do you say we get into some good news?
Whoa. Did you just transition the show? I'm so proud. Yes.
Don't worry, I'll miss my cue later. You just.
I'm so excited for this, friends. Mr. Jeff Gargas in the house making a transition for Daily Drop, and let's do this. Hey everyone, we're getting into our good news story and our holidays here on Daily Drop In. It is January 10th. We are 25 minutes behind where we typically are, and we don't care because it's Monday.
It's 25 minutes behind. We're 10 minutes behind. Give us some credit.
We're like 15 at least.
No, 7:25 commercial is where we're supposed to go into brain break, and at 7:15 we're supposed to go into good news. So we are 10 minutes behind. 10 minutes and 38 seconds.
Can we clarify whatever fake agenda you're looking at that was created in August?
I have notes that I don't usually follow.
I was gonna say I host the show most days, and I feel like we're 15 minutes behind.
That's why you don't need the notes, because you are here all the time. Give me good. I want the holidays. I'm excited for holidays. I mean, good news stories, yes, but we already announced 12 hours, so that's good. I'm looking for the holidays today.
We legitimately have some good stuff to share. I will say, if 12-hour live didn't count as the good news today, shame on all of you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, let's talk about holidays. This is interesting. I feel like the holidays today might be some reminders for all of you. So we gave you an assignment to write down February 26th in your calendar. You might also want to add this on your to-do list. I feel like today's all about reminders. It's Monday morning. We're getting set for the week. This one's kind of important. It is National Clean Your Desktop Day. And it's like someone cleaning their computer keyboard is what the image is. So I want you all to think about the last time you cleaned your computer keyboard. Today might be a day to really quick wipe that off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wait, so
all finished.
Mine I have a cover, so I feel like I can just
take it off and shake it like a rug.
Yeah, here.
You're gonna accidentally shut down the video.
What?
Oh, you have one of those the silicone covers there, huh? Is it?
Okay, but
do you like it? Does it mess with the typing? Does it feel okay, or?
It totally doesn't mess with the typing. I really like this one, but this looks so dirty now that I took this off.
You should go clean that.
My computer looks so clean.
It looks so good right now, I bet, huh? Well, you should clean that up, and then we put that back on. It'll look clean again.
I will. I'm gonna go scrub it. I can do it with a sponge at the kitchen sink. You know what I mean? Because it's plastic. Who cares?
I'm excited for you.
This is the highlight. This is the highlight of my day, Jeff. I'm gonna go clean.
So clean your keyboard. Do not clean your keyboard with a soap and sponge. Don't.
No, definitely
not. Not recommended. No.
Okay. It's also see, these are all really good reminders. Happy Monday, friends. It's also National Houseplant Appreciation Day, which is a reminder to make sure you water your houseplants for today. I have a plant that sits outside my kitchen that I water every 6 months. Today I'm gonna go water him, so it'll be great.
This guy's fake, so it's done. Taking care of it.
This one's fake too. Yep, we're good.
All my plants outside get watered constantly. We're in Ohio, so it's good. But you said houseplants. I don't know if we have houseplants.
It's specifically houseplants.
There's succulents. I don't know what those are really.
Well, I'm just saying, between cleaning your desktop, computer, keyboard, and the houseplant appreciation.
Tip: don't water your houseplants with the soapy water either. Just something I wouldn't recommend.
There we go. It's also National Bittersweet Chocolate Day. Definitely go have some chocolate. It is National Cut Your Energy Costs Day. So try and turn off a light or two today. Maybe that would be a great way to celebrate. Something I've never... Oh, now you look like you're in a dungeon, Jeff Gargas. That is so creepy. It's also National Fourth Graders Day. I want to know when all the other grades get a holiday.
My son's in fourth grade. I need to celebrate him today, I guess. Huh? Jonathan's fourth grade. What does that mean? Does that have any notes of what is that?
Let's celebrate the magic of being 9 or 10. That literally is what it says.
It's magical.
So magical.
Okay.
It's National Oysters Day. So any of you that are looking to consume some seafood, today might be your day. A National Save the Eagles Day. I don't know how you can put that on your to-do list. They don't mean the band. They mean
I think they're touring again. I just saw a thing I think it's working. I saw them being promoted.
Did you see last night I had dinner with my family and they were talking about the Eagles that they're touring. The tickets are more expensive than the word expensive. Like they're so expensive.
Is the word expensive?
It's
I mean,
so
I guess if
expensive.
you were going to try and copyright it, it'd probably be pretty expensive.
I'm
But
just saying.
yeah, I didn't see what the price were, but I imagine all your old school bands, like because they know who they're hitting.
Right.
And people who are, who have had 13 decades to save money up.
Yep. So shout out to all the reminders of today. I feel like the reminders were be cautious of your energy today. That's really good. Try and turn off a light or two and, clean your keyboard. Also the house plants, watering of the house plants. And then the last one I think is just to like keep an eye out for bald eagles because they're good. They're cool animals. Yeah, save the eagles. Okay. This is legit, and I really want to give a shout out. If you guys use these good news stories to foster relationships with your colleagues, that you're passing them in the hall in the morning, or bringing this to your classroom, this would be a super interesting discussion. So, as many of you know, and unfortunately, as many of you experienced, there's been severe weather the last few days, and there were people that were truly stuck on the highways across the U.S.
Is this the Uber driver?
This is not but I heard about the Uber driver. We could talk about the Uber driver. They were stuck on the highway, the Uber driver, for 14 hours. It was a $700 Uber driver bill.
Well, let's talk about the one who he bought his rider. He bought her. It was a young girl trying to get home.
Yeah.
And he talked to her parents stuff, and he bought her, paid for it out of his own pocket, a hotel for the night, and then offered to get her home the next day for free. She ended up getting friends to get her home, but Uber then. Or then he got recruited then by a big time limo ride. I can't remember what it's called, and he's like they're going to train all their drivers on how to be a good customer management and customer service rep.
I didn't see that one. I saw the one where the Uber driver was driving someone for 14 hours because of the traffic. I mean, literally, they were
$700,
and Uber. It was $700, and Uber waived all the fees.
I would imagine that's crazy.
There's been a lot of good deeds happening because people were put in such traumatic situations with the terrible weather. Hopefully everybody was safe. And just as a reminder, if anybody needs anything, if there was anything that occurred in your family that we can help with, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to be a part of helping any situation that we might be able to. But this one I thought was really sweet. So this happened on US Interstate 95. And people were stuck, on these highways. They were completely shut down because of weather. This one actually is about the fact that a bread truck was a part of one of those cars that were stuck on the highway. And after a call with the CEO of this bakery, they ended up giving their entire truckload of food away to people that were stuck on the highway for hours.
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah, there was a couple that actually made a joke to the driver saying, this couple hadn't eaten for 37 hours while they were waiting for the snow to clear. And they had gone over to this truck and said, everybody was socializing. And they were like, we really wish that we could eat what is in your truck. The truck driver made a phone call, and the CEO actually granted the permission for the truck to give away their entire supply stock that they were carrying on the truck. This was H&S Baking Company. And there was a lot of fun photos of everybody getting loaves of bread that they were so excited to be able to eat something after over 37 hours of not eating and being stuck on the road. So very cool for H&S Bakery.
Good on you, H&S, for doing that. That's
That is one of my favorites.
I can, especially if you didn't have even any kind of snack at all in your car, imagine you didn't have any a water bottle or gum or anything at all, and you were just you were making a 30-40 minute drive, and then
food, bathroom. That's a tough thing right there.
Yeah,
not a fan.
That's the whole. That's
crazy.
I'm just not gonna drive anywhere.
Yeah. So shout out to the incredible people that were so giving during this terrible instance over the weekend, but then very, very cool for everybody to get some loaves of bread, and for that bakery to understand the power and what they were able to do for people. It's so fun. So Jeff, I think we need to get into our theme this week. I know we're running behind, but I do want to make sure everyone knows the theme so that as we transition into obviously our week, they can kind of see what we're up to.
I'm proud of you for knowing that we need to transition. That was good.
We are going to transition. Here we go.
right, welcome back to Daily Drop-In, when we are live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Did I get it right?
Wow, you did. That was so impressive.
Welcome back. I am your host, Jeff Gargas, and I have my very special one-time guest, Ray Hewitt, with me today. Excited. So this I always love getting a topic, but I'm not gonna lie, my most exciting part about this is when you tell me who else is coming on this week, because I don't look and it's like a surprise. But this week we're talking just around the idea of important conversations, difficult conversations, bold conversations, if you will, that we have to have and get in there. And I know you're gonna be having a bunch of conversations this week about those conversations, and I know this is something that you enjoy talking through, because you recognize just the importance of sometimes we got to have difficult conversations. Sometimes we got to fight through awkwardness, uncomfortableness, and just have them done for the good of ourselves, our colleagues, our family, our students, in the education as a whole and stuff. So what are you looking forward to this week, or talking about? Is there any, like, whether it's a guest or a specific conversation you think you're going to bring up to someone? What's got you excited for this particular theme this week?
Honestly, this theme makes me a little nervous and excited at the same time, because I love being able to bring new faces to the team. I love when we're able to have those important conversations. But Jeff, we were talking about this last week. There's a lot of difficult and bold conversations going on in schools right now. And, we've heard a lot about still so much fear around coronavirus and how that is impacting schools. So much concern around weather. Weather has been a big stressor on people the past few days and will continue, unfortunately, for the next coming weeks. And in addition to that, there's some real things going on in education that are movements that are dedicated to creating the types of classrooms that support all learners at every level in every cultural experience that they come from. And those conversations aren't over just because we don't feel like talking about them anymore. They're not going away, and these are changes that need to occur in education. So I'm a little intimidated by covering this type of theme for a week. But as many of you know, our themes are just supposed to spark the beginning of your further exploration. So this week is all about bringing on people that have a passion for this space and are able to speak to some actual strategies, some steps you can take to be a part of these bold conversations, how to facilitate them, how to have them, and how to be successful in them.
So I'm excited to hear about the guests. But for those watching right now, when you have to have a difficult conversation with me, an unruly employee, we'll call it.
Ooh.
How do you prepare to have a conversation? The first question is every conversation with Jeff difficult? And if so, how do you prepare for that?
Not every conversation is difficult with you, Jeff. Only like 8 out of 10.
I mean, this today has been difficult, I'm sure.
No, you've done really well this morning. We've been transitioning the show.
So often I'm nervous, but today I woke up with a lot of confidence.
Oh.
And I woke up with confidence because somebody told me I was the best. So I had it. So I think I had a little extra little confidence in my step today.
So maybe you need to drink more coffee in the morning before Daily Drop-In.
You did say we need a lot of coffee. You're right. So, all right, who do we have coming on this week? Because obviously today, great guest, nice job booking. It went well. This is good.
There's a button we push to talk about that. I can't just talk about that. We got to click a button for talk about upcoming this week.
I was expecting, as I said, that you'd hit the button and we'd roll right into it. But thanks for doing it, everything.
Let's rewind really quick. Jeff, do you want to? Okay, ready? In a minute, you're gonna ask that question again. You ready? Deep breaths in, friends. Here we go. Okay, go. All right, go ahead.
Hey, Ray, who do we have on guest this week? I can't even say it right.
No, wait, we were so close. We almost did it.
Okay.
Hold on. Was this marker 2? Yep.
Hey, Ray, who are our guests this week?
Let's find out.
By a show of green hearts in the comments, how much would you like it if that's how Ray and I did the show every Monday, where it's very just we scripted everything and we followed it to a T, and it was very much like, "Happy Monday, Ray. Happy Monday to you too, Jeff." Like, just.
I thought you meant that we would like redo scenes as if this was an
Oh
edited.
well,
video.
that's okay. But if like that's how, if there was always like a very like very explicit, like not explicit, but like very explicit, like formal way that we transitioned like that, like.
Dana's response in the comment is just saying "yuck." That's literally all she said.
Like we know what we do need. We need sign offs.
And
like and that's the way it is. And
no, it's like
no, but like you could be like if you remember on Bruce Almighty, he did, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I know it. Of course.
Like, and that's the way the curriculum compacts, or something like that. Like something really cheesy, but like connected to our audience. Like that's the way it drops in. Like
we sometimes say like at please
good
enjoy
morning, we're dropping in.
No, but we usually say like enjoy your last sip of coffee. Like that's kind of
that's your sign off? That's actually what that is, huh?
I just think it's me trying to transition to be like, we're leaving, bye, like
Dana likes something that I said. I don't know which one. So I'm gonna say them all.
It does say, Lori says, this keeps me on my toes. I never know what's coming next. I was gonna say, I'm sorry for the shenanigans this morning, friends.
Shenanigans.
We were doing something. We were doing upcoming, right? I feel like
we were doing awesome. That's what we were doing.
What did you ask me to do? Can you do it formally like you did before? Let's redo it. Let's redo it.
We did it like 3 times. You did the button thing.
Dun, dun, dun. Like, isn't that that's the music, right? Let's try to
do that.
All right, Jeff, let's get into upcoming guests this week. How's that coffee tasting?
It's good. I'm excited to see who's dropping in with us this week.
Oh, I love that. All right, Tuesday, tomorrow, bright and early, if I can find my calendar, we have, oh my gosh, Trinice Brown is joining us tomorrow.
Trinice is coming tomorrow?
Yes, legit.
Oh, I haven't seen Trinice for a while.
I haven't either. I'm
so excited.
Yeah.
Trinice is, and she's going to have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, if you guys have been exposed to Trinice a few different times, one of which was on our last 12-hour live.
She was on a 12-hour live, yeah.
Yeah, and she's just good people doing good stuff, and her energy is infectious. I cannot wait.
Yes, she is. So that's going to be a good one.
Wednesday, we have a new face joining our family. We have Seema, who's joining us. She is a part of an organization that our team has connected with over on Instagram, who's fully committed to bringing equity to the table in districts in a really action-focused way. And so we were so excited when they were able to give us Seema to be a part of our conversation. So I cannot wait for that one. I am so thrilled that she was able to join us. She's going to be wonderful.
Nice.
And then
Thursday,
we have another face, again, another new face.
A new one.
I think we have Shakira joining us. I'm not sure how to say her name, but I love the spelling of her name. I cannot wait for her to join us.
Shakira? Like Hips Don't Lie?
I hope so, but I don't think so. Her last name, unfortunately, is not the same. This is Langley, Shakira Langley. I cannot wait for her to join.
Shakira Langley, yes. That's the better Shakira.
Yes.
If Shakira Hips Don't, like, if you're watching, but yes.
Shakira and then we have Brad Hughes. Brad Hughes, of course, on Friday.
I know him.
Yeah. And friends, keep an eye out in your email. As we shared with you last week at the beginning of the year, we are going to not only start sharing with you who's live for the week, but also via email. We'll be sending you an email out. You'll be able to connect with these people on social media just by the click of a button. So if you're not on our email list, will you DM me or email me and we'll get you added. But there's a lot of great reminders that exist there. So that will be coming later today in your inbox.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is fun. We should do this again. Want to do next week, same time?
Daily drop-in, you think?
Yeah.
Are you going to drink coffee beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sure. I think we'll probably continue this next week. I don't know if this week is going to be good.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be good. I'm going to spend the rest of this week, at least possibly this week and weekend, working on my sign-ins and sign-offs on here, so I can be really. Dana said I could be iconic. She said I could be iconic, so I'm trying to figure out how do I be, if only to Dana, I would like to do that.
Well, don't you think that then everybody should just tell us what the sign off should be, and then we could just?
Oh, I'd really love to hear, like, what should the sign off be? So Ray says something about coffee. What should Jeff then say afterwards to try to get the last word in?
You can always have the last word. That's fine. Yeah, I never know how to end the show because usually we're up to shenanigans, and I'm looking at the time and I'm like, oh, yikes! All of you have to get to class. Like, see you later, friends.
That's it right there. That should be your sign off. Where you just go, you see what time you go. Oh, yikes! All of you have to get to class. Boom, done. Insane.
No, I think that's it's a little too demanding. It's like telling people what they. I feel like that's because what if they're listening to the West Coast?
We need to edit the last video to start with the bell ringing.
Oh, creepy! I hate this so much.
Yikes! You all need to get to class, and then the bell rings. Boom, intro song.
Okay, for East Coast that might be true, but for West Coast, it's only going to be like 4:45 their time.
They still have to get to class, just not necessarily right now. But
yeah, I don't know. I think you're creating a problem here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Hey, I just want to give a reminder. I know we've talked about 12-Hour Live a bunch, but just as a final reminder, there are other things going on this week that we'd love you to participate with as well. Outside of celebrating 12-Hour Live, there's other things happening. One of which is kind of this like last call. I feel like there should be a moment like a beep beep beep, like last call to all of our friends, beep beep beep, last call, because we have that grid webinar that's happening on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And that is
filling up.
That's only going to be for people that register. It's an hour and a half, first 5 steps you need for the grid method. If any of you are interested in learning more about Mastery Learning and truly how to get started with our CEO of the Teach Better team, co-founder of the Teach Better team.
I was gonna do a hey Ray, who's that with? But you got there ready.
Well, I mean, because you interrupted me, I guess that we can do that. So, like, go ahead, let's do it. Go ahead. We'll back up.
Are you ready? Are you good?
I'm good.
Hey Ray, who's running that webinar?
Oh, the one and only Chad Ostrowski, CEO, co-founder of the Teach Better team, and creator of the Grid Method Mastery Learning Framework.
Ooh, that rolled really well. Like that was a good. I feel like you said that before.
I feel like we've practiced this a few times. Yeah, you can register for that webinar over at teachbetter.com/grid webinar. We already have a boatload of signups, which really emphasizes I'm so thrilled when we have an idea and then it like works that you guys are interested in that idea. But this was really good. We're so thrilled that this came at a timely space for all of you to explore Mastery Learning. And as a reminder, this is a completely free webinar, but you have to sign up because it's a Zoom link. So it won't stream like we are right now. You do need to have that private link, but again, it's free. So just throw in your email over at teachbetter.com/grid webinar. And we'd love to see you there with Chad. It'll be fun.
Yes.
The other things are next week. Like there's a lot of announcements. I told you like every week has like 2 big announcements. What?
You can still get $100 off for the conference.
Oh, dude, that's going on for another month, and then it's closing.
I know. Doesn't make it any less important today.
No, it's super important.
TeachBetterConference.com, $100 off still.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just to be clear, it's $100 off to come hang out with Ray for like 48 hours or so.
I mean, it will there's no sleeping. We'll just be hanging out the whole time. So. No sleeping.
It's exciting stuff. We got some fun stuff going on for that thing.
Yeah, that's at teachbetterconference.com. So go check that out. And later this month, that will be maybe the conference announcement that will be happening.
Ooh,
later.
I feel like that's the 24 or 48 hour live is the conference. That's why we don't need to do the live stream. We are live for most of that. There's someone live somewhere at that conference.
That's
I
true.
think.
That's true.
Time we were live, I think, the entire time.
That's true. Yes, we did. We were live, but not us. Like we had people that were live for the whole.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't live the whole time.
You were live quite a bit though.
I was live quite a bit, but I was in a haze, guys. I barely remember. I like blacked out that whole weekend. Like I was like running on no sleep, and I was practically useless. I don't know. That was like the most fun I've ever had ever.
Pretty accurate statement.
I'm pretty useless. I will say, wait. There was something. Oh, at the end of this month, legit. At the end of this month, we are going to be releasing some details. But
big details.
That early bird ticket is super important. Get $100 off, and then March 1st, proposals open. So if you guys have not been preparing, what you're going to submit to speak at Teach Better conference, like start. You got a month and a half. Like get that done. You know?
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
That's good stuff.
I heard there is I heard a rumor that there's like possibly a course in the academy that may or may not support you if you're stuck in what to submit for a proposal.
That's coming soon.
That's what I heard. Just saying.
It's not out yet, is it? Did I miss that?
It's not.
So that'd be crazy if that got out already and I didn't know.
No, we do have a course launching next week. That'll be exciting. That's for administrators. Yeah. So if you're an administrator.
Yes.
I think we're talking about stuff we're not supposed to talk about. I don't think we're supposed to.
I agree. I think we're talking about stuff we're not supposed to talk about. I think we should probably get to the sign-offs at this point.
Okay, so do you have your sign-off ready? Because I'll click the button. So hold on. Which is the button? I got it. Okay, button is ready and prepped. What is the sign-off today? January 10th, Monday, January 10th. You're gonna have the best Monday ever.
I think I'm gonna go with my classic, but I'm gonna put an anchor spin on it. Is that
a what spin on it?
You'll see.
Okay.
Do your thing with the coffee.
Oh, all right, friends. Enjoy your last few sips of coffee. We hope you have a great day.
Let's get out there and teach better.
Oh, that was really like creepy. I think you need to say the Jeff voice. I'm just saying. Try it again.
What's that?
Try it again. Hold on. We'll back up. Like scene. I really want one of those clicker things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Can we get one of those?
Yeah, you wouldn't be the one doing it though. Like a director would do it. You need to have someone come over and like Katie should be there with it, and she'd do it.
Like my dog Alfred's gonna do it over in the corner. I mean,
I got faith.
Okay, let's try again. Go ahead, Jeff.
We gotta do your coffee thing first.
All right. Enjoy your last sips of coffee. We hope you have an incredible day. Happy Monday, January 10th.
And let's get out there. Let's teach better. Is that what you?